Yeah, it's Vision football. Dan Mullen's gone. He's gone. What a great feeling. How great does it feel? I mean, it just feels great. Um, there's a lot of things I got to say about it. But, boom! Yeah, I don't have to sit here and watch a coach that doesn't care about the team anymore. I don't have to watch a team play that has no coach that invested in them. So, I mean, that's just a great fucking feeling. Now, honestly, the worst part of this probably is going to be the recruiting. We've already seen people decommit. The top player, I mean, it's going to be a bad recruiting year. I mean, I'm talking about probably up in the 50s, to be honest with you. Which is unacceptable, but I'm glad they did it before early signing period. I'm glad about that. I don't know if they're going to get anybody in there, before then, and I hope there's not a rush in that. So, I mean, I hope there's not a rush in the hire. But the recruiting class this year is not going to be good. It's going to be god awful. I mean, it just really is. So we're gonna have to deal with that, and know, to any Florida fan, it's gonna take a year or two to even be decent again. I'm just gonna tell you right now, it probably is. But it's a lot to look forward to. That's just really what it is. I mean, we had a coach that didn't care about the program, gave up on it, lost the fan base, all that. I mean, really, we just needed somebody else. We just really needed this. So, I mean, it's good in that case. So, but like I said, it's going to be tough to hire somebody else. It's going to be tough to compete with the LSU job, the Southern Cal job, and even other jobs that are out there. There's a lot of positives. There's a few negatives that you can think about, but really, after you watch the Missouri game, what a shock that the defense actually showed out instead of the offense. The offense just looked absolutely pitiful. Which is what we're supposed to be good at, and which is what Dan Mullen's good at. And then just, not even 2 full weeks after Todd Grantham was fired, the defense just looks great. Just it's funny how that works, right? But no, I mean, Dan Mullen just gave up on the job. I really wouldn't be surprised if him and Scott Strickland had a conversation, and Dan Mullen just told him that he was just tired of it. Because, you can just tell. If you observed anything that he did in his first years at Florida and compared them to now, you would really understand. I mean, he doesn't talk about anything that matters anymore or anything of principle, and that's just very easily visible if you just pay attention. We really just got to have somebody that recruits. I mean, this is just what it comes down to. It's going to make it hard with the LSU and the Southern Cal job open, but we just need somebody that can recruit, honestly. We're going to need somebody. It's going to be tough. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm really not going to lie. I'm not going to sugarcoat this shit. It's a good job at Florida, but I mean, we got to compete with two jobs that could possibly be bigger than Florida. So I'm not going to sugarcoat shit. It's going to be hard to make the right hire. I'm going to be sitting here watching it, but I'm telling you right now, you got to get a good head coach, a proven head coach, or a next coming head coach, like Georgia did with Kirby. And you got to be really smart about that. And you also have to make sure that you're getting somebody that can recruit, because it's been proven that Georgia's just going to out-recruit Florida as long as, Florida doesn't give a shit about trying. So that's going to be really the biggest things that we're going to be looking for. So in saying all that, I don't want to hear any Florida fan complaining. I don't want to hear any complaints when we have a bad year next year. I mean, I just don't want to hear it. You all wanted this. I wanted it too. And we got it. So I don't want to hear anybody complaining about having a bad year. This is going to be a 3-year rebuild at minimum to be good, and get the recruiting classes in order. So I don't want to hear any complaints about, next year being bad or the year after. I mean, I just really don't want to hear it. I know people are going to do it. That's just how fan bases work. But like I said, it's going to take a while. I mean, the recruiting class it's just going to fall out the bottom this year. So, give it a few years. Be patient. Don't be ridiculous. I won't be too. I'm always realistic. So, we're just going to sit back and watch this, man. I mean, I'm curious who they're going to get. I'm curious who they're going to even go after. And that's not even just the head coach. I mean, I'm talking defensive coordinator, offensive coordinator. Hopefully, we actually get one of those this time. But yeah, man. I mean, it's gonna be just interesting to watch. So all we can do is really sit back and wait at this point. But like I said, moving in the right direction. Florida's just got to get to where we want to be, and that's just all it comes down to. So we'll see y'all, man. It's going to be a long off season for us. So Yep.